Since I didn't get to do this in our class time together, I decided to do a screen capture with software and show you how to access Zoom via the recording. What I'm doing is I'm testing the speakers and the microphone. When you first start, you'll get a little window that comes up that says, "Do you hear the ringtone?" You can select whatever speakers are attached to your system to make sure you're connecting with the speakers that you want to use. Then you speak into the microphone, and it says speak and pause. Do you hear a reply? And you can select various microphones if many are connected to your system. You can select the microphone that you want to use. I'm deciding on that right now, then I decide which one to join the room with. At this point, I did decide on what microphone to use and what speakers to use, so I've started the program and joined with those. At this point, I want to show you how to unmute and mute yourself on the bottom left of the screen. Clicking on the start and stop video, that's where that can be done. Also want to pick up some options under video settings. That's where you would find those to adjust any video settings. There's a myriad of options there. None of them are crucial to what we're doing right now, so I do want to look at choosing a virtual background like we talked about. You can change your background screen to any of these generic pictures that are listed there, but as you'll see, I have some pictures that I had placed in there myself. My profile picture is of my little 1985 Mazda RX-7 sports car, which I like very much, so I have that as an option as well. You can put all sorts of pictures there as a background, and you see how that looks. I go back to no background picture there. Standard meeting default. Under recording, you can see some options there. There's a bunch of things to play with there and kind of search out. I do want to show you how to record from the screen if you have not selected to automatically record your meetings. Down at the bottom of the screen there is a button for record. You can record to the cloud. It's preferable as far as recording space. You can control up in the top left to pause or stop the recording up in the top left. It will prompt you to yes to stop the recording. Down at the bottom of the screen, I'll click on some of the options down there. Show meeting participants. I'm the only person in the screen in the Zoom room right now, so I'm the only one listed. Clicked on the chat link. On the bottom of the chat, when that pops up, you'll see to everyone, or you can choose to send chat to a certain individual when others are in the room. I'm just kind of testing that out. I chose everyone because that's the only option I have right now with myself being in the room. Screen share. You click on the screen share, the green button at the bottom of the screen. I clicked on a document. This happens to be the new coach's checklist, which I'll be sending to you as well. That shows everybody in the room that screen, like we were doing in our training time. Some other settings there. As far as options for screen sharing, that button that I was just hovering over is the pause and stop recording button. That can be found on the bottom of the screen as well as up on the top. I clicked on it, but I opted to cancel out. There's some, I think this is a rather new feature. You can just add these little emoticons on your screen, and that has to do with Facebook and some other, and YouTube. You can go live on those venues. So I just click on the end meeting button. I canceled out of it because I want to stop the recording first. Say yes to that to make sure the recording is stopped and sealed. Then hit end meeting and hit end meeting for all. And that ends the Zoom session.